Alright guys, welcome back to the Pineal Room. I am your urban eco-master. And of course, I am your food chemist. As well, preparing your herbal sea moss. Alright, so what I want to talk to you about today is how I prepare my sea moss at the Pineal Room, how I clean it and get it ready for the gelation process. Mark, everybody might clean their sea moss in a different way. But here we follow a 9-step method in cleaning the sea moss, getting it ready, making it healthy and making it palatable and welcoming. Alright, so for those who do not know what is sea moss is a sea vegetable or a sea algae. And this is what the Euchema cottoni sea moss looks like. Alright? When it is dried, sun dried, that is. So this sea moss is called Euchema cottoni. And this one is grown and harvested in St. Lucia. Right? And it, of course, the post-harvest handling are very much adhered to. Good agricultural practices are adhered to. And of course, I received this product on this side in the US because it is certified and it passes the US Border and Customs. Now, this sea moss is not fully prepared and ready to eat. So of course, it has to go through a series of cleaning. Usually at the Pineal Room, we would normally put the sea moss in a glass jar and we would wash it thoroughly with spring water. Cold water, that is, not to get it to swell via osmosis, but to clean the outside membrane as much as possible. Of course, remove debris, excess salt, and any inorganic ions that may be lodged to the surface of the sea moss. Alright? So we definitely take it through a cleaning process that is consistent with good health. Now, after doing that, we would normally soak the sea moss for 12 to 18 hours. In other words, we put it in spring water at room temperature and allow osmosis to occur. Water will eventually move into the membrane, across the membrane of the sea moss, and where it establishes an equilibrium across it. And then the sea moss will become swollen. And of course, it will appear somewhat like this. Alright? Right. And you can know when you achieve osmosis. Small amount of the what we would consider like the mucilage or the carrageenan or the substances that give it this viscosity start to exude. That's when you know it is enough and you can start the whole process and remove the water or remove it from the water. Alright? After doing that, we would also carry this purple form of the sea moss through that same process. But this one requires more washing. Alright? Because this one is not sun dried, but rather air dried on the inside to preserve the color. And as I say that, I must also say these are the same species of sea moss, Euchema cottoni. The difference in color is attributed to the type of drying process. As I said, this is sun dried, this is air dried. Alright, so this is bleached during the drying process by the UV radiation. It is preserved during air dry on the inside. So this has a stronger odor of the ocean compared to this one. This one has more polysaccharides, more phytochemicals, more antioxidant, right? So it is not as rigid as this one. Is more rigid. This one is more flexible because it is not completely dried and it has more pigment. Now, carrying this one, like I said, If deep into the ocean, the sea moss would likely appear somewhat appear with varied color in the ocean as you move along a vertical column, and that is because of a variation in the light condition, right? So these sea moss with this color tend to receive less sunlight, all right, and so it appear more deeper into the ocean because these compounds are adapted to receive very little sunlight and still do well. And as we move up the column, the vertical column of the ocean, the color changes until the surface sea moss becomes more green. All right, and if it comes out of the water, it can start to become colorless because of the bleaching effect of the sunlight. But when we wash it for 12 to 18 hours, this is what it looks like. Swollen, more rigid, more stiff, swollen. All right, and we remove the odor as well and get it ready for gelation. Now, many people may not use lemon in the process, or they may use lemon to process their sea moss. We have also included lemon into the cleaning process and also to assist the gelation process as well as the preservation process. So we have probably about 4 main reasons why we use lemon juice or key limes or anything that is citric acid containing that is natural. We can use it to clean, process, and preserve the sea moss. But importantly, what the lemon juice does when we process our sea moss in lemon juice is that it typically removes the ocean odor, that sea scent that you would normally smell if you should come in contact with this sea moss. It has a strong ocean odor. The washing process also assists with that process, but importantly, the lemon juice helps to cut that odor and make it more friendly, approachable, wanting to try and eat. Also, the lemon juice, because of the citric acid, ascorbic acid nature, it tends to remove the inorganic ions that may be stick or fastened to the membrane of the sea moss, the outside membrane of the sea moss, right? Inorganic metals can stick to it. So what the lemon juice can also do is to dissolve those inorganic ions and remove them, completely remove them when you set it aside to soak in the lemon juice. Not only that, after removing those inorganic ions, it would also start to interact with the polysaccharides of the membrane. In doing so, it would also start to initiate some reaction that might be, say, favorable in the event where new compounds are formed that are more pleasant to smell, or it may start to break down the membrane of the sea moss, making it more easier for the gelation process to start. So lemon can also initiate the gelling process by softening the membrane so that these mucilage compounds like carrageenan or these other compounds, polysaccharides, can start to be released from the membrane. Alright, so another very important function that the lemon juice may play as well is after you pour out the lemon juice from the sea moss processing. From the sea moss processing, you can also use that same lemon juice that is left behind on the sea moss to preserve it. It acts as a preservative later on, all right, in the whole process. So 4 very important reasons why I use sea moss in the gelling process is: 1, like I said, to remove the odor, the ocean odor, to remove inorganic ions such as heavy metals that may be stick or fastened to the surface, to break down the polysaccharide membrane to initiate the gelling process, and of course to act as a preservative for the sea moss when we are preparing it for the next step in the processes. Alright, thank you very much for listening, and feel free to comment in the comment section anything that you want to know about sea moss. Somebody's here ringing off my phone, so I got to go. Thank you very much.